Hello, lurkers. And hello, all you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. And I'm about to begin an E01 in Felghana adventure. And I had a really long-winded introduction planned here, but I realised it was probably a little bit too long. I'll abbreviate it. It's been a while. It's been a few months since I played an East game. I've been playing through them all. I played the first two, which were like games from the 80s. I played the updated PSP PC version. I played Origin, which was this engine here, but it's like the newest version of this engine here. This is the middle one. And then afterwards I played Kelketa or Celseta, which is an entirely different engine, and I think that's neat. I think now we're finally revisiting one of the engines we left behind. The other thing is, I'll mention very quickly, it says over there, it says 2005 to 2012, doesn't it? Why does it say that? Well, that's because I've just realised my faces should be facing the other direction. We'll fix that in a second. That's because I presume the game was made in 2005. I bought it in 2012, though, presumably a part of a Humble Bumble pack, and I didn't know what the game was, and so it was nice to kind of, when I was finally getting to play East games, like, oh, I already own one of them, and I've owned it for a decade. And the best thing about waiting an entire decade is they added voice acting in 2020, so there you go. Being patient paid off. Right, just going to quickly switch my face around so I'm actually facing the game rather than just away from the screen, which is a little bit weird, which I'll do with a cut. Right, that's better. I'm facing the correct direction now. Let's start a new game, shall we? Before I get distracted by something else. New game. We're going to play on normal because it's normal. I feel like that's pretty good. Or should I be playing on more difficult? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to put another cut in. Oh, you immediately got distracted. Right. I'm going to play on normal. Let's begin, shall we? East, Youth, and Felghana. So I don't know if it always had widescreen.
Well, Adol, here we are. This is Felghana. I was hoping we'd get here a little earlier in the day, but I wasn't expecting the waters to be so rough. Still, this place does bring back memories. Hard to believe it's really been 8 years since I left. There's Margot, I always called her Mams, and old Gardner, not to mention Chester, and Elena. I wonder how they're doing after all this time. Oh man, what the hell happened here?
Broken boxes, my word.
This monument's dedicated to the god of safe journeys.
Really? Alright, now I think the game might be a bit too quiet. When the music's on, it's quite loud. I'm just going to briefly turn it up. Oh, give me a second. It's going to take a little bit of testing.
It's a relic of the old religion, from when people believed that spirits existed even in stuff that wasn't alive. I just don't get why anyone would deface it like this, though.
I mean, Doki, even I know you wasn't around for my Celseta adventure, but oh man, I've got to tell you stuff about angels.
I guess maybe the rumors really are true. What was that?
What was that
from
noise?
over there? Hey, wait up, Adol! Damn it, left behind again. No way.
Doggy, meet doggy.
You gotta be kidding me.
And like all Japanese games, for some reason the voices are the same volume as the music.
What the hell are monsters doing in Felghana?
What? I can't hear you, doggy.
Monsters? Here? What are they doing this close to town? Chester?
What the fuck, back? Right, defaults to Z key. Right, I have... Oh my word. So it's not set up yet. I'm replacing this controller like tomorrow or the next day whenever it arrives. Because I accidentally dropped it on the floor. No, it snapped. It done snapped. So that's going to be really grumpy. But yes, I have an attack and a jump, which is my cancel key. But I like putting jump on Y, which is a weird place to have cancel, but it's a really good place to have jump, and I can't like separate those. Up thrust and down thrust. Jump start. Okay, that seems. Oh yeah, it's not. Oh, it's already annoying me there. I want it different. Right, there's boost mode. When Adol's boost gauge reaches 100%, activate the boost key. And, you know, I'll only take half damage, no knockback, and it'll boost the strength. With proper timing, up to 10 consecutive hits may be landed on a single foe. Sort of a weird thing to say, but okay. Oh, he really goes for it. So yeah, this is very similar to Origin.
Excuse me.
So what makes this good is this is now the first time I've seen Adol in this engine though, so it is kind of new for that reason.
Thank you very much for saving me. You're a traveler, aren't you? Are you hurt at all?
I don't know why I played Origin full screen. Like, I had to set all this up, and like, I leave things in full screen for like really modern games, but like, in neither Cell Setter or Origin with that new.
Hey!
Oh, I'm really glad this is voice acting.
Are you alright, Adol? Right when you ran off, I got attacked by monsters too. I'd like to know what the hell those things are doing in Felghana.
Oh, yeah, you ran off to fight some monsters, Adol, but like, I totally fought monsters back there. Twice as many as you thought. You should have seen it. They disappeared and turned into gems. I picked them up, but like, there were hundreds.
Whoops. Excuse me. I guess they must have been after you. Are you okay, miss? You don't look like you're hurt, at least. What's wrong? Something on my face? Am I, like, covered in monster gore? We should probably get moving and head to town before we're attacked again. I can't say I recognize your face, but you've got to live in Redmont, I figure.
Dogi? I knew it.
She just says that to everyone. It's the first time it's worked out, though.
I must be dreaming. Dogi, you're actually back. What have you been doing all this time?
Hey, hold on a second now. You obviously know me, but do I know you?
I've actually been in this situation, so yeah. Instead, I didn't say that because no human would said that. I said sorry, I don't remember you.
How can you even say that? You, me, and my brother used to play together all the time when we were kids.
I think you're still kids.
Don't you dare tell me you've forgotten.
Oh, no way!
I can see the lines in the ground from the textures.
When I last saw you, you were just a skinny little tomboy.
Well, that was 8 years ago. I'm 17 now.
Man, you sure are.
That's certainly a thing he just said.
I'm sorry, where are my manners? It's nice to meet you. And, again, thank you very much for your help. My name is Elena. Elena Stoddart.
Oh, I'd not set it up, so I've got like a second button for cutscenes. It's fine, we'll live with the black bars. Because I faffed a lot. It'd be really easy to do. I'm just not starting the entire thing again to do it. Why are there two different sets of font? Horses! Adol loves going in mines. It's really funny, the consistent imagery in it's tonight in all the games made by this company, like the clock tower. Is the oath in Felghana. I'll go back to widescreen.
Elena, where have you been?
So the thing I'm curious about is there an RPG? Because Origin, was all set in the tower, and it does have some conversations where I buy things, but mostly it didn't really have the RPG elements of the other games. So I'm curious if this one does.
You had me worried sick, staying out so late.
Also, I don't understand why they don't always do that with the portraits. They look much better like that.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gardner. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
I've got room on the screen. I'm totally just make it full size to Eleanor.
It's okay, Elena. As long as you're all right, we'll pretend this never happened.
You sound like you do narration.
So, who are your two friends? I don't believe I recognize either one of them.
Look a little closer. You'll get it in a second.
Huh?
Hey there, Gardner! Still standing at the gate like always, I see.
Doing your job. Guy with a job.
Wait! Dogie! Is that really you?
What's funny is he actually says that to every stranger. It's just the first time he's been right.
Yeah, I guess I've been a little out of touch. Sorry.
My favorite little troublemaker has come home! Where have you been all this time? And what have you been up to?
Well, wandering, killing monsters, saving the world. The usual.
Yeah, he did say he helped save the world at least once. Was he? He was in the first game. It has been a while. I have to remind myself who was in each game. I believe he was in the first game and not the second. And until the very end where people met up from the two different games. So he was in the big ass tower as a prisoner. Because he was one of the first people to go after Dark Fact. I love that he's called Dark Fact still.
Anyway, I brought a pal of mine along. Go on, Adol, introduce yourself.
You just introduced me, Doki.
Adol introduced himself to Gardner.
Well, certainly there's a different narrator. We know that now.
An adventurer, eh? Well, that's certainly a rarity.
Because we got dubbed. What's funny is I'm gonna have to be spotting all like Celceta obviously was made knowing what the plot happens afterwards. So it's like I got dubbed an adventurer in the last game.
But from the looks of that sword on your belt, I can tell you're no amateur.
No, I defeated Dark Fact. He was up a tower, but it turned out Dark Fact was just a lieutenant for some magic symbol I've forgotten the name of. I've forgotten the villain from E01 and 2, and I can't look it up because there is no full screen windowed. You know what? I need to get out my whiteboards. Oh, hang on. Is it here? What? You know what? I think that's fine. I'll just. Yeah. Okay. So. You know what's annoying is I could have had full screen and box mode, and I just changed it at the last minute. Really annoying. But yes. So oath. Window size. Full screen. Window. Cool. I'll do that when I get when I make a cup of tea or something.
No, he's quite remarkable.
How do you know?
I was attacked by monsters just now, and he came right to my rescue.
And then after that, I defeated like an evil god angel. And yeah, there's also these people from another land, but I don't know when they've. Oh, I've forgotten all the details, to be honest. I should write them down.
Is that a fact?
Haha.
Well then, you have my thanks, good sir.
I mean, I'm presumably back to level 1 again.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to help. That's the problem with gate duty. You miss all the real trouble out in the field.
Does raise a point worth discussing, though. Why are there monsters here in the first place? We'd heard rumors that Felghana's fallen on hard times, but I had no idea it had gotten so bad.
Yeah, things certainly aren't looking up these days.
I went into the Akashic records. I remember that.
It's been pretty bad for around a year now. We're rarely visited by anyone anymore as a result. No travelers, no merchants.
Man, that sucks.
Well, it's getting late. You can tell me all about where you've been and what you've done come morning. For now, you should head on in and get some sleep. I bet you're exhausted after what you've been through.
It still sort of feels indoors. I mean, I guess it's because we can't see any sky.
This place sure hasn't changed much either. I used to live and work at this inn when I was a kid.
How old are you, Dogi? Because it's... I assumed you were like the same age as us. I know he's like muscly, but it's also a Japanese game.
I owe Mams a lot for looking after me back then. Hey, Elena, go get Chester, would you? I haven't seen him in so long, and we can't have a reunion party if everyone's not here.
Reunion. No, what happened to Chester?
I'm sorry. He's not in town right now.
What? Oh, no way! Oh well, what can you do? He's probably pretty busy.
Also volume control. I might want to consider volume control.
I'm afraid I'll be taking my leave for the night as well. My long absence likely had a few people worried, so I really should let them know I'm okay.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll be fine here for the night. We're probably gonna hang out a little before we go to bed. By the way, are you and Chester still living with the mayor?
Oh no, he and I have a house on the edge of town now. It's just...
Hmm? Something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing, really. I guess I'll be off then. It was nice to meet you, Adol, and good to see you again, Dogi. I know you two must be tired from your journey. Please, take it easy and get some rest, okay?
She's acting kind of strange. Probably just been a rough day for her. Man, though, she sure has filled out nicely. And she's got that whole childhood friend thing going for her, too.
Yeah, don't talk about people in, like, tropes. It's just sort of odd.
Who am I kidding, though? She's gonna fall for you, not for me. That's always how it goes. Let's just get inside.
I don't know, would you reckon, like... clearly Adol just... He's already got, like, 3 one-true pairings, right? The Angel from the first game, the Apple Girl from the second game. I don't know if there was anyone in Celceta. They may have just learned at that point that you can't really pair him with people because he's obviously just going to move on. But, like... I don't know, maybe just... Maybe I get that he's the main character. You're supposed to project yourself into the main character, but like, yeah, I don't know.
Dogi? I can't believe it! It's really you! My little nightmare's come home!
So acting.
And look at those muscles! You've grown so big! Last time I saw you, you were just a pudgy little brat.
Hang on, so did he leave town as like an 8-year-old?
Yeah, it's me. I'm back. You're looking well.
You know, I haven't heard a peep out of you since you left. Would it be so much to ask for some kind of contact? A letter at least if you couldn't visit.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'ams.
Well, I always figured you'd do well for yourself. It certainly is nice to see you back safely, though. And you're a friend of Dogi's, then?
Adol gave his name and explained that he had been traveling with Dogi for quite some time.
Apart from that bit where he got amnesia, he just went to Celceta for a while, and then saved the world again.
I see. Well, thank you for looking after our little wayward wanderer.
Well, he's the wanderer from East.
Unfortunately, you've arrived at a pretty bad time. Lots of unpleasant business going on lately.
I think our arrival is usually bad news for people.
But still, happy events like these are rare, so I intend to enjoy this while I can.
Ma'ams.
You two boys must be hungry. Let me fix you up a nice big meal. And you'd better clean your plates if you know what's good for you.
1, I am hungry. I'm hungry for some gameplay. And 2, you're making a nice big meal out of all this dialogue, game. Hang on, this looks straight up.
So then, how
like-
is the investigation coming along?
Alright, this guy doesn't look like he's on the level.
You have nothing to worry about, my lord. We've already confirmed their locations. The Tigray Quarry, the Obern's Ruins, and the Sacred Mountains of Eldern. All that now remains is to organize the men and begin our search in earnest.
Excellent, excellent. Once I possess what I seek, my might and majesty will be known far and wide. Indeed, perhaps my homeland could lay claim to all of Europa.
Oh, somebody made a mistake there, because that says Europe and not Europa.
Either way, this certainly should be an enjoyable undertaking. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, hang on. Celceta had a mountain, didn't it? That was an actual real-life place.
In your hands, my lord. I'm certain that dream will become a reality.
Presumably East is near France. It's in Europa.
Ha, indeed it will. Indeed it will. I leave the search in your hands. Make certain it continues without interruption. I expect good news forthwith.
You do me great honor.
And don't call me forthwith.
I pledge you my success, Lord Maguire. I shall see to it that your faith in me is not misplaced.
Cool, is there a game I could play?
So, Adol, while I'm here, I think I'm gonna swing by the Elder Mountains for a bit to visit my old master.
See, like, when he said it, I thought he was like Elderman, but he got cut off. But it's Eldam.
He's the one who taught me everything I know about fighting, back when I was a kid. If anyone would know the reason for all the monsters showing up around here, he'd be the one.
So, I mean, this and Trails does have basically the same engine, right?
I won't be gone long, though. You should relax and tour the town. It's a really nice place. If you have any questions, you can ask Elena. She said her house was on the outskirts of town, so I'm sure it won't be too tough to find. I'm off for now. See you later, buddy.
Okay. Cool, I have control now. There doesn't appear to be a menu? How do I save my game? Okay, no, I can press escape. Okay, so we have Eleanor. Eleanor stood out, a childhood friend of Dogi's from Redmont. Adol saved her when the monsters attacked on the road outside town, but she won't say what she was doing out there by herself. Adol's best friend, muscular man known as the Wall Crusher. After hearing bad things about his homeland, he and Adol set out to learn the truth. Hasn't been back for 8 years. Gardner. Redmont's gatekeeper for many years, skilled in spear combat, and serves as bodyguard for anyone who ventures outside the town gates in these monster-invested times. Knows Felghana well. Guff! Creature that roams the roads of Felghana. Once a mere feral dog, the ongoing disaster has made it vicious, always hunts in a pack. Oh, cool, voice volume. Yeah, no, it's quite hard to tell without actual voices playing on the screen. Use analog as digital. You know what that means. How do I save? I've got a load button, where's... Oh hey, you're the guy who took the room next door last night, aren't you? You've got some guts, I'll say. Certainly not tourist season in Felghana right now. Name's Antonia. I'm here on business from the Roman Empire. Yeah, I think I met the Romans. Have you ever heard of a thing called Ravel, or... It's a very high quality rock mineral native to this region. It's also the reason I'm here. Adol. Margot told me about you. She says you're a close friend of Dogi's, and an adventurer no less. Well, you certainly... I'm the adventurer, I believe. Picked quite a time to come to Felghana. Plenty of bad tidings these days. Strange weather's been wreaking havoc with our harvest. Monsters have been running all over the place. Nobody knows what's next. Nobody wants to know, really. Count yourself lucky that you're just visiting. Buddy, I'm going to save the world. Good morning! Did you sleep well? I guess Dogi's already gone out. Lord knows where. Still can't ever sit still, that boy, even after all these years. He's grown the muscles of a man, but he's still got the head of a hyperactive little brat. He hasn't gotten you into trouble during your travels, has he? Thanks to Count McDumbass, I came all the way here from Garmin for no damn reason at all. Got something in your mind, Red? You ain't gonna try and make me stop drinking, are you? You better not. This bottle's the only friend I've got. I'll be your friend. No, you've had enough control. Oh, no, we're in Redmont, the humble trading town. Okay. Why can't I access the menu with the controller? How do I save? When I haven't done anything, that's not the point. Can't turn the camera over.
Welcome. Well, what have we here? Are you a traveler by any chance? That sword looks like it's seen a lot of action. You should have it fixed up.
I like her little hat.
This store deals in weapons and armor, along with a handful of our own specially selected curios. The boss is a bit eccentric, but you'll be hard-pressed to find a better smithy anywhere else in the world.
We'll see.
He's choosy about his clientele, though, so don't be offended if he turns you away at first.
Where's all my stuff?
Just keep at him.
Salsetta.
What do you want? I'm Adonis. I own this shop. And if my appearance hasn't given it away yet, I'm happy to confirm that yes, I'm a smithy.
This seems very like Instagrammy. Yes, I am a smithy.
Huh. From the looks of that sword, you know what you're doing at least. But I make it a rule to refine weapons and armor for people I like, and only people I like.
It's not a very good business strategy, but boy, do I feel a lot better about myself.
Sorry, but you may as well just head home.
All of our armaments were made by Master Metalsmith Adonis, the shirtless wonder in the back there. He's not the most cultured man in the world, to put it mildly, but he's the best there is at what he does.
Welcome.
What a weird game that goes, right, you haven't started, but immediately you can buy a better sword.
Don't be a stranger.
Like, isn't that odd? Oh, I can't tell. Escape. Okay. Okay, I need to write this down. So we have fixed volume at the very least. But, like, in my controls, I want an give me an escape button. Menu button. How to save. Might have to figure that out first. Sorry, I'm looking at my stuff, aren't I? What happened to what cool stuff from the last game? Okay, we've got some leather armor. How much money do we have? We've got 11 monies. Not enough to buy anything.
Welcome. Don't be a stranger. Welcome. Don't be a stranger.
For your purchasing needs, I personally maintain a carefully selected stock of the tools and items here, only the best. Prices may seem a little steep, but you know what they say, you get what you pay for, and satisfaction is guaranteed. Hey, mister, are you friends with that big, massive muscles that my daddy tells me is named Dogi? That's how children speak. They put qualifiers before they mention people. They don't just give them cool nicknames or something like that. I assumed all of his friends would be circus strongmen, but you don't look like a circus strongman at all. But you're an adventurer, right? Which means you go exploring new lands and fighting monsters with that sword? Can I be your adventurer partner? I promise I'll be real helpful. I'll fend off monsters with my Picard power. I'm always playing adventurer, so I know what it's like. The enemies will be all like, rah, and I'll be like, bam.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Which means you must be Adol, that friend of Dogi's I've been hearing so much about. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Mel, and I'm a devotee of the church. Is it true that you saved Elena from a pack of wild monsters? Words cannot express how thankful we are for that.
Also, I saved the world twice.
I've pledged myself to this church for many a year, and have known the Stoddart children since they were very little. They've always regarded me as a big sister to them. Sister with a small s, that is.
But there's a big S. There's a big S right there. Yeah, but yeah.
And I've always regarded them in kind. Which is why traumatic events like last night's unpleasantness affect me so.
Yes, I think of them as like family. That's why them being attacked affected me. I wouldn't have given a shit if it would be anyone else.
Oh, you must be Adol. It's nice to meet you. I'm Father Jean-Pierre, pastor of this church. Elena's had quite a lot to say about you. I understand you're the one who saved her when she was ambushed by a pack of monsters.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been saying that.
For that, I must truly thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Do you know how to save the game, Father Pierre?
I'm certain that Elena had her reasons for being out so late. She denied any, of course, claiming it was just a flight of fancy. But I feel there's more to it than that. If I pressure her to tell me things she wishes to hide, though, I can see no good coming of it. But I digress. Please forgive me. This is our very first meeting, and here I am babbling away. May God's blessings be with you in your travels.
I met an angel.
If anything ever troubles you, always remember, the church's doors are open. Come by any time, day or night.
What could Eleanor possibly be doing out so late, I wonder? I always wonder of the dangers outside the town's walls. She is well aware of what could happen to her. Perhaps her defiant behavior is related to her brother. May God's blessing be... Okay. I think, yeah. Which is, I presume, is Chester.
Oh, good morning, Adol.
You've got...
Dogi not with you today?
You've got an upstairs bird.
Adol explained that Dogi had gone to visit his old master in the Elder Mountains.
So this is basically Adol's voice at this point.
Oh, that's... Well, it's not very nice of him, to be honest. He hasn't even shown you around yet. But that's Dogi for you. 8 years ago, he suddenly decided he simply had to go on a journey of self-discovery. To become a man, he said.
Get swole.
I wasn't fond of the idea myself, but Chester sternly opposed it. The two of them got into quite a scuffle.
I've not met Chester Sternly yet.
They did make up right as Dogi was about to leave, though. To be honest, I have something I need to tell Dogi.
He's not a real Dogi. Been embarrassed. Everyone's so embarrassed that he keeps calling himself that. He's just called Brian.
Remember yesterday when I said Chester was out of town? Well, that's true, but he actually hasn't been back in over 6 months. He left a note for me on the day he vanished. It just said, I won't be back for a while. I haven't heard anything from him at all since then. Not a word. I'm not sure how to tell Dogi after he came all this way. Sorry. I don't mean to dump all my apprehensions on you. When he gets back, I guess I'll just have to give it to him straight.
Like a pear cider, made from real pear.
I'm sure Dogi will take the news well after all he's seen and done with you. As well as he can, anyway.
where we started, right? No, it wasn't. So yeah, this is different. The only unfortunate thing, and it's not really unfortunate, but like, is that the next game, always jumping ahead in my brain, is the same engine. And it'd be nice to mix it up, but also there's a missing game. Now, it's not missing. It's Kiffin, I believe it's called. And when I do the presentation, I'll talk about it, I guess. Which won't be this stream, because I've not set that up yet. But, like, it's not been remade to the modern standards, which means it's not in this engine, it's not in the newest engine, but it is in, like, 2 other engines, I think. I think there's a version of Kiffin, but it's, like, non-canon at this point. Like, these ones are canon and the new ones are canon. But, like, it's they keep making new ones rather than just filling in the blank. It's kind of annoying. The other day, my son was telling me they found some ancient ruins or some such down the deep in the mines. Oh, we love going to the mines, basically first thing in every game. It's our favourite thing. Mayor Edgar went back there with him a short while ago to look into it. It's none too surprising to me, though. Back in my day, we found lots of old artifacts and ruins in the tunnels. Why, I distinctly recall remembering upon an ancient mural there. What? Remembering? Stumbling? Why, I distinctly recall stumbling upon an ancient mural there one day. You know what I did? I just dug around it. Dug around. Dug up, and get down. People have very limited access to these ladders. You know, we went up there. How do people even get in those houses?
What? How many were there?
I'm not sure, but there were definitely a lot. More than I've ever seen before.
Oh my! Sounds like some bad news from the quarry. We've already gone through so much. What next? Destructive winds? Sort of a weird thing to just pluck out the air. Why was Ricardo so shook up? What happened to him? Oh man, this really sucks. Yeah, I'm not sure kids would be concerned. This is terrible. I came out to see what was going on. What of all the shouting and panicking and such? What in the world happened?
Who are you?
Adol introduced himself and asked what was happening.
What up? Ha! That's how he talks. What's happening? Ah! I'm trying to do that.
Monsters started gushing out of one of the deep mine shafts in the Tigre Quarry. That's east of here.
Oh, that happened in East? Well, not East, because that's the second game, but like, whatever the island was below East. They dug and they got the rock.
We only just barely made it out of there alive.
Evil rock.
But Mayor Edgar is still inside.
Not Mayor Edgar!
So Dewey, that's the head miner, asked me to go into town and get some help. Anybody who's willing and able.
You mine heads? My word, that's terrifying.
Dogi could do this job easily, but he left town a short while ago. Probably too far away to track him down now.
Buddy, not only am I capable of killing stuff in a mine, I've saved the world twice.
I can't go myself either, since I'm the only one trained in defensive combat around here. I've got to guard the town.
From gods, like not from people or monsters. Literal gods, I thought.
Adol, I hate to ask, but we could really use your strength. Would you put your adventurer's skills to use for us and check out the quarry in my place?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, please. It would mean a great deal to me as well. The mayor, Dewey, and even Paul are in grave danger right now.
Not Paul! No! Yeah, of course I'm going to agree to help. Why give me this option?
Thank you so much for this. I can't even imagine how to repay you.
Very dull game when you say no. You just sit around for 4 hours.
We're in your debt, Adol. Here, I've got a map of Felghana.
Oh, you might need it. Sorry, I skipped ahead. But it's nice to hear the music.
You should also make sure you're well prepared, as it sounds like you'll be fighting some monsters in there.
Dude, I'm broke.
Take this, and use it to get your equipment refined.
Ravelor. Oh, somebody was like, oh, have you heard of Ravelor? That bloke, the guard had some. 50 gold. That's
Go
nice.
talk to Adonis, the town's smithy. Tell him I sent you, or he probably won't give you the time of day.
It's almost been an hour, and I have not hit him.
He's a stubborn one, but he knows how to pound metal like nobody's business. Your equipment's in good hands with him. I do hate asking you to put your life at risk for us, but we need you right now. Show us what you're made of, adventurer.
I'm a boy with red hair, and I'm going to go on an adventure. Sorry, it's the music made me think.
Oh, it's you again. Doesn't matter how many times you talk to me. I pick and choose my own clientele, and I do not choose you.
The Adonis version of Pokemon is much shorter. I don't choose you, and he just says and does smithing.
Adol relayed Gardner's message.
You serious? Gardner sent you? Guess that means you'll take good care of my work, if nothing else. Well, if Gardner says you're good news, then you're good news. Gotta do what the old guy asks.
I choose my own clientele, unless the guard tells me something.
I can augment your sword, armor, and shield here. Just hand them over, and I'll make them better. Well, if you got enough Ravel ore for the job, anyway. Monsters often get it stuck in their fur or claws and will drop it when killed. Or sometimes it's just lying around. I'll have to charge you a service fee too, though, or else Cynthia's gonna put up a fuss like you wouldn't believe. And the price varies per piece, as we've got this whole quality chart system in place. Don't ask me, it was her idea. So, what have you got for me? You're part of my clientele now, Adol Christin, so feel free to come on by anytime you need work done.
Can't believe he's got Christ in his name. I want to talk to you. In order to effectively temper your weapons and armor, I'll need a type of rock mineral called Ravelor. Monsters often get it stuck in their fur or claws, and will drop it when killed, or sometimes just lying around. Of course, this should probably go without saying, but please don't forget to equip the stuff you get, okay? All the refinement in the world won't do a bit of good if you run into the fray naked, flailing your arms like an ass. Let's get it.
What do you got for me?
Okay, so it seems like I temper swords until I can buy better stuff.
This the one? Good to go.
Cool.
Gonna need more than that. Come again. What do you got for me? Come again.
Left one of my subordinates, Paul, at the quarry entrance to assist Mayor Edgar or Dewey if they make it out. Tell him I sent you, he'll let you in. How do I save? Why is there a load option but not a... I've never seen that before. Just... Right, I'm going to use this opportunity to make a cup of tea while there's music going on. Apart from if I click off screen, there won't be music going on because it doesn't full screen window. I might be able to force it full screen windowed, but I want to save it before I try that. Right, I've not made my cup of tea yet, but I think I'm close to a save point, which is a thing that was in Origin, I just forgot. Oh, there it is. It's like that. Yeah, so I thought I'd walk over there so I can simply quit out of the game if I need to. There we go. Town of Redmont. Because I might try full screen windowed, and that requires me to exit the game. Anyway. Right, so I can click off the screen now, Turns the music off, but I can click off the screen. It's better. It's better when I had it. So that's dealt with. I can go into the menu with the menu button. It's good. I now jump with the Y button. And I don't know if I've got the left and right buttons configured correctly. So I forgot to do the window size. It's because I didn't look at this piece of paper I set up. So that's one last thing to do at the end of the stream. Let's continue though, because I want to play a game. Oh. We also have a walk button that I put in a really silly place. I don't know if I'll ever use the walk button anyway. Do we have a map? Huh. Well, that's new. Also, that is my... There we go. Felghana. Was this some sort of dog and flower show? Really? Wheat's a wildflower that grows along the road. Its origins are unknown, but it attacks humans that get too close. Approaching is not recommended. Like literally jumping into turbo like this. So yeah, this is different. Not that different, but slightly different. Oh, Paul.
Sorry, I thought you were a monster.
Oh, I am.
But if you're not a monster, then who are you? And what are you doing here?
Adol gave his name and explained that he had come at Ricardo's behest.
Oh, so you're the guy Ricardo got, huh? I don't know where he found you, but you sure do look the part. Okay, thank you. You're a lifesaver, you know that? The mayor's still down in the tunnel as far as I can say. The boss has been searching around the entrance, mainly, but I guess the mayor got himself stuck farther in. But the last time the boss checked in was a while ago. Hasn't come back for so long. I was starting to get worried. I sure hope the monsters haven't eaten those too. Still gives me chills just thinking about it. Anyway, I really appreciate you coming. Please find Mayor Edgar and old Dewey and bring them out. Alive if you can.
Alive. Right, so oh yeah, cancel's a different button. Gonna take a little bit of getting used to. Source of Ravel or Tigray Quarry? Right, that's a new creature, isn't it? It's a pitbull! A type of bee that's grown large and aggressive. Due to its weight, it can only fly at low altitudes. I mean, I like the music. I just like to be able to hear other stuff. Ooh, wow. What were you? Golms! An arachnid with waits on the ceiling for prey, then pass below, then attacks with the threads of poisonous silk. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That works like that. But why? Yeah. So, I liked Origin, but like, I enjoy that this can have different shaped places. Not me, you coward. I know where you are, but I can't get to you. It's too tall. Ah! Very brave. That one I can make. I've leveled up. I'm actually a little bit hurt. Not sure why I'm on fire. I wasn't done with these creatures. Yeah, I want to go left first. The door is locked up tight and solid as a rock. Definitely won't be able to get through without a proper key. Right, I'd like for you to tell me which bar is my health bar, so I don't get killed. Alright, well, I'm sure I'll be able to figure out. This was an issue with the other games. It's either the blue bar or the red bar, and if it's a red bar, I'm kind of nervous. We have saved recently, but still. The door is locked up tight and solid as a rock. You don't. Okay. Then we go the other way. Seems to be sparkly. Ravel all times 5. Wonderful. Arguably, it's worth leaving now. You can improve a lot with 5. 4. Let's dip in a little further, though. Am I getting a double jump at some point? It was certainly worth trying. Alright, to the next one. Again. Let's rattle! Oh, hang on. Kairon, a bat corrupted by evil influences, randomly emits ultrasonic waves as it's virtually blind without them. And Rattle, a goblin, most often seen wielding a club, which it swings with intense force. Once its target's been chosen, a chase to the death commences. Oh, we've still got 6 enemies. How many? I know, I've got to press the next page. No, okay, there's not that many monsters in the game. Part of me is thinking I might have been a good idea to play on hard instead of normal, since I did play Origin several times. That's fine. You know what? Because I'll be playing Napishtim. I'll play that on hard. And so this will be like my warm-up for that. And that will kind of make them feel different as well. Yeah, I like that idea. If it's too easy. We'll see.
Who might you be? And what in the world are you doing here?
You're very calm for somebody trapped in a mine of monsters.
Can't say as I've ever seen you around before. You from Valestein Castle? Adol introduced himself and explained that he had come at Ricardo's behest. I see. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Give me some keys.
I'm Dewey, the head miner in this quarry. I came here to look for Mayor Edgar, but this is as far as I got. He's in serious danger here, though. I can't just leave him. Unfortunately, the monsters down there are in a class all their own. Sword attacks just bounce right off them.
Well, damn. That's all I've got, apparently.
Unless we can find some way of dealing with them, I don't see how we can possibly get the mayor out safely.
I used to have magical powers, and then they got taken away because the angels gave up existence. Then I got some other magical powers. I don't know why they've gone.
Maybe check the storehouse. We found some pretty interesting artifacts a while back. Stored them all in there. Locked up tight, but I've got the key right here.
I've acquired the storehouse key.
Since you're not a miner, though, I'm guessing you have no idea where the storehouse is located.
Guessing it's the door.
It's on the other side of the open-air strip mining chamber. That big vertical shaft you pass through. There's a room with 2 doors at the bottom. It's the one on the left. Help yourself to anything you find in there.
He said rum.
I hate to be so useless, but I guess the rest is up to you. Thanks muchly, adventurer. You're a good man.
Right, you couldn't have done a second take? Oh, I hate to be useless. I hate to be useless.